Yeah, I know. I'm just like,
I've been like this the whole time.
Because I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna focus on that.
Hey guys, welcome to the MMA Brothers Podcast, the newest, baddest, and best podcast out there. And let's get it going.
We're the MMA Brothers, and we're back with another interview. We're here at the Burlington Training Center. My name is Asher.
My name is Daryl.
And we're here with Elias Theodorou. Elias, how are you doing?
Fantastic. How are you?
Good. So obviously we know that the Grungy Gentlemen fashion show is taking place today. How do you feel to be a part of it?
It's going to be fun. A solid array of different clothing that a bunch of us are going to try on. And, it's always great to be with a bunch of people that you know and care about and have a good time.
I'm sure they appreciate you being here with all the hair and stuff like that, the good looks, you know. They're not complaining having a guy like you over here.
Yeah, so Elias, how did you get yourself into fighting? Obviously, you've been doing it for a while. You're out of Mississauga. How did you get yourself into the MMA community?
Yeah, I think I got in a lot of high school fights when I was younger. And then right early on, I kind of realized early in whether, fight or flight. And when I got hit in the face, I didn't run. I finished it. Then I realized, obviously, with mixed martial arts taking off here, I was doing it for free as a sucker. So more seriously, what's it called? I actually fell in love with mixed martial arts after my first year of university. I was enlightened in the mind. I thought the body should follow, and soon they were intertwined, is what I realized. And I kind of just ran with it. And then after I got my degree, I just never stopped with it.
So I'm sure you're kind of a role model to some of the people that are involved with the BTC because they have the hopes and dreams of making it to the UFC and fighting there. So do you have any advice or any words that you can provide to them to make sure they reach their goals?
Yeah, again, just like with me and just like with them, showing up is always the first step, right? So they're doing the hard work. They're putting themselves in the position both to have fights and, getting ready for said fight. So honestly, at the end of the day, hard work kind of trumps all. So just keep putting in hard work.
Yeah, so what are your motivating factors? What keeps Elias moving throughout the day? Like, what goals do you set forth for yourself in order to make sure you achieve them?
Well, I'm very lucky to do what I love, so that's a great motivator. No matter how tired, beat up I kind of am, it still beats other things I could be doing instead. So excited even now. I think 9 years into my professional career, continuing to do the next 9.
So have you enjoyed the break during this Corona period? I'm sure obviously you didn't want to have this period where nothing's really going on, but have you been able to, I guess, relax, enjoy, kind of regroup and get yourself back to a recovery position, I guess?
Yeah, well, I'm always in fighting shape. There's definitely ways to find opportunity to stay in shape, recover. That's a big thing for athletes, fighters specifically, in regards to the whole concept of what we do every single day. It kind of beats at your body, but not having a fight obviously allows you to kind of put everything together and recover, like I mentioned. But now, obviously, with some sense of normalcy returning, I'm looking to return sooner rather than later.
So ring rust is a whole different topic that a lot of people talk about. You haven't been in the ring for a while. Some people say that it helps you out in a mental aspect because you're not taking that damage repetitively within 6 months. You keep having these fights. So what testament would you have to that? Do you think ring rust is real or is just a myth in the MMA community?
I think it depends on the person. It's all the way that person has, the mentality of what they kind of feel. Ring rust is real if you believe it. Ring rust isn't if you don't. I don't know. I've gone a couple months, 6 months before with no real issue. It's only been, I think now being almost August, we're in the 7th, 8th month of the year. It's only been 8 months, give or take, so not too long. I'm planning to be back in the cage sooner rather than later, so not too much longer of a wait.
So you're in the middleweight division, and the further you go into your career, do you see yourself staying here, or do you want to maybe test your luck in other weight classes?
No, definitely 185. Now at this age, you kind of know what your body is, and I don't know. I put in the work in regards to the food, nutrition, and just knowing my body, from the beginning to end of camp. So. Not kind of blowing up in between, so I didn't necessarily gain that COVID-19 pounds. What's it called? Yeah. So with that, I definitely want to stay at 185.
And you're someone who's reached one of the pinnacles of fighting in the UFC in a big fighting promotion. What would you say to someone who's looking to get into the MMA community? What training regimens, what pieces of advice would you let them know to help them start out with that are going to help them achieve to the greatest heights?
I don't know. I think we kind of touched on it already. What's it called? Showing up is always the first step. Then from there, realizing that you're getting to do, or hopefully you get to do what you love. Someone like myself has been lucky to do that for 9 years professionally. And like I said, looking to do the next 9.
I guess last question for me is, what are the next steps? Obviously, I know you want to get a fight booked soon, but like, where do you kind of see, I guess, your short-term, what your short-term goals are in the next few years, I should say?
Yeah, I'm going to validate my therapeutic use exemption for cannabis. I'm going to do it in a very interesting way. Obviously, being the first cannabis athlete in the world sanctioned to medicate with cannabis, it is a precedent in its own right, but I'm looking to do some more interesting things in a trailblazing way, if you will, because I'm a trailblazer.
That would be awesome if you could get that going. Any last questions from you, Daryl?
I don't have any. I just wanted to thank you once again for doing this interview with us. We really appreciate it, and we hope you have a great time with the photo shoot.
The pleasure's all mine.
Thank you very much, Elias.
Cheers.